Greetings, duelists. We are here to make another video. So this is something very different from what I used to do in this channel. If you guys have seen my past videos and like my past tournament experiences, I have done player interviews like every once in a while. Can you introduce yourself and like very briefly?
Okay, and I'm Armando. I play casual in some tournaments here in Puerto Rico, and this guy's like really good player. I really respect him. Right now we're playing a win a case, and I get top with my really weird Lightsworn deck.
Yeah. So before he chose his deck, chose the deck profile, I just need to preface this, like. This person right here has not just won a double case tourney of crossover breakers. He has topped multiple events throughout multiple months during the entire Rage of the Abyss format with this very same deck. So feel free to show the deck, and then I'll ask you a few more questions.
Okay, then the first part obviously is a Lightsworn deck, playing 3 Wise, 2 Fairies, 3 Wolf, 2 Dragoling, and 3 Charge. That's basically, it's a graveyard deck like Lightsworn, like everyone knows about it. Why not playing 3 of these? Because I don't have 3. I will have 2. But still, I will still play 2 because now the deck's really tight on how to build it. Like I only use this once, and the second one is just like for follow-up if I actually really need it. Basically with just this amount is really good. But actually, I was actually thinking of cutting one of the wolves because you don't have too many of these because you break on them a lot. But since Wise gets you full combo, you're just doing one of these and there, then I just keep that in. And plus, this is something light. A lot of people are caught off guard because this is a field light. And you can search it with track, and then they stop this card, just normal summon full Fiendsmith combo.
Love it.
Okay, so I mentioned the Fiendsmith engine, 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Luri, and 2 track. And the second one as well is like for the grind game, because sometimes you actually just stick one of these into your hand and you end up needing the second one sometimes. And it's also really good in this deck because aside from just searching this engine, you can search the Wise. So even if you have like one of the wolves in your hand, you can just use this, search something else, discard something else that you want to discard from the cards I'm about to show you, and you use the full combo from there. Like this is like supplementing the engine. I was playing this aside the other engine I'm gonna play Tournament as well. Play these 4 names: the Reinhardt, Merle, Chiden, and the Tier Cash, and 3 Fenrir to search, and 4 board breakers because Fenrir is really good card. But better in this deck because you can actually get to search another Tier Cash so you keep milling cards. Actually today, I faced a Ryzel and opened every game. The 3 games I opened Fenrir. That was the first play I did. He made full board, special Fenrir. That was the MVP of that round. It's pretty good. So of course, playing through the field with the terraforming, 3 Burial Goods, and 3 Zulia to keep searching those cards. Because you really want it in your hand, because this over here and this over here is that want you unbrick your hands. These are the ones that really unbrick your hands. This one is like an additional normal summon you can play. Like if you don't open any normal summon and you have this, you can just normal summon and mill 2 cards to Tier Cash. Or if you have a dark in your graveyard, you can just send a Merle or Chiden that you're not gonna use and use that fusion. So it's not bad at all. And Merle actually has come out sometimes because we play Chaos Angel in the deck, so we have a level 8 synchro, just normal summon, mill 3 cards, and go to Chaos Angel. And now, what makes this deck super weird into everybody else's eyes? Orcust. And 2 Gearsu, 2 Horror, 2 Nightmare, 2 Skeleton, one of the one that I always open in my hand, and the Babel. Like, you don't want more than this. When I first built this deck, obviously that all of these Orcus were at 3 except the Skeleton because you only use like 1 or twice. But like the same thing like the walls and the failures, like this keep in your hand and they do nothing. So when I first thought about this, like I want to play a Lightsworn deck. I first played it with Runics, then I played with something else. Then I look at my binder and see the Orcust cards I love from 2019. And say, wait, I can just mill those with Lightsworn. But I need something else to get into my hand. Oh wait, the tier elements can take down to the hand. Well, look at that. And the Lightsworn can also give me the Fiendsmith package. And that's actually good meta call. Another good thing is like this deck is like those Kashtira Fiendsmith decks I've been watching about. They use like minimal engine that just use like they're looping the same stuff over and over again with some kind of advantage and some hand traps. But this deck just instead of that just plays all gas. Board breakers, just do whatever your combo you can do, like the same like they do with the Kashtira Fiendsmith and whatever else you mill. And if you go second, you use grass. Like why not? It's a 60 card deck. You have 4 copies of it. Why not play grass? You know how many times I just resolved that card for over 25 cards today?
I'm going to ask you this question before you finish the profile. What is the most amount of cards you have milled with the grass?
That's actually today. I actually milled 36 cards today.
Wow.
I milled 36 cards with this grass.
What was the matchup?
Rising. He did the fill combo, then he keep drawing cards, and then at the end of the combo he activated Put Out Desires. So his deck like was like 15 cards, and I did a lot of stuff. I bait out the Ash, and then grass, mill 36. GG's. And because we're playing so many cards in back of our hand, like Orcus and the walls and stuff, I wanted something extra that I could have, and so actually draw power because like there's no actually really good space to play good draw cards in this deck like Desires and stuff, and you don't even play Pot of Prosperity because your extra deck is super tight. I play 3 Mudman. So this like you discard random complete of their hand, summon it, draw a card, and even if you discard it, you do the same thing. You just don't have the body.
Is that the only danger monster?
The only danger monster in my deck. And it's because of that effect specifically, and it's because it's a level 4 dark, and that matters a lot in this deck. Because it's a level 4 that can use like rank 4s or synchro 8s. It's a dark for the tier elements, and for the other yes I told you. Because discard the bricks in your hand, summon it, draw a card.
Perfect.
And I want something that's actual real disruption, so I put the shufflers in. Like doesn't really be that out of the question. Like you put in a Lightsworn deck or something like that, when I'm sure you'll play the shufflers and millers. Obviously the mirrors are banned, so those will be really cool in this deck. But
yeah, with Fiendsmith being very, very popular right now, I can see these cards actually putting work.
How you put it work today? I get away for get out of the Colbys, Bestials, like the Flambers reviving too, I just shuffle them back. The Fire King, and then you can destroy, I shuffle all the Fire Kings back to the deck. That's really good to say. And even like in really weird, I actually 2 weeks ago I have a mirror match with Orcust, only that was a Sky Striker Orcust instead of like my deck.
Shoutouts to Gary. Yeah.
And I just keep shuffling all these Orcus back into the deck. Okay, for this is a graveyard deck, a Foolish Warrior, obviously.
Really good in this deck.
You can search it with Trust. And forbidden droplets, that's a really good offensive and defensive ward breaker. And had the plus that can get out the bricks in your hand as well. So pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, that was the main deck, 60 cards. Why wouldn't be? Okay, now the extra deck. Play 1 Minerva. At first I was thinking actually of putting the rank 4 Minerva to mill cards and the draw cards. But since the Lightsworns are like not actually the main focus of this deck, like it's actually like it's everything that's sub-engine that just all goes together. You go to the graveyard and I don't really need it. And plus it's actually a lot of times better because in summon, if you make it with the 2 Lightsworns, then you do mill 2 Lightsworns and then bring 2 back. So you bring a Wolf and a Felis. Obviously you cannot mill those at the same time, but you use one of them because to make her. So you just revive one with the Wise. And then on that you can just decide on going on to Omega. Or if somebody thinks that it's funny and play Shifter and gives you may Baguska. So you can do the plan B, or you can look at a card out of hand.
How often do you because I know sometimes with Lightsworn, some people like we're used to Omega hand loop people. Have you ever considered doing that, like ever with the Lightsworn cards or?
No, just like this is like a versatile body because if they get rid of it, you just recycle your resources back.
Okay.
And usually this comes out when they already hand trap you like 2 or 3 times, so you look out of the card in hand, so they start the game with 2 cards in hand, so it's made its job there. And I say like this, just to the plan B, they full walls you, or they do a shifter, just do this and stall.
Has that plan that has worked out for you?
Well, the only time they opened shifter against me and I didn't have an answer was one time. That didn't happen today, so today I cannot say I did, but when it happened, it worked.
Okay.
And actually, another benefit of Minerva, she can banish 4 Lightsworns from the graveyard and mill 4 more cards. So if you still haven't seen all your Orcust fight all those mills, you can still mill 4 more cards with Minerva. So that's really good. And obviously, then standard Fiendsmith package. I'm not playing Caesar. I don't think it's necessary here. I don't actually play like for full negates. I actually want to go to full interaction. Like this is like really versatile. Like, it's not like Caesar, like 2 Solemn Judgments, but it's like really versatile because it also negates spells and attacks that are activating. And you can actually chain them to negate her so that they're land to use that are in the field and you just negate it. And plus, because they get rid of it, you just get something right back. And this, bro, at first I wanted to play this deck, I didn't put this in. I regret it so badly.
I remember that.
I was drawing so much cards with the Fiendsmith and the Wise that to make Requiem that I didn't think it was necessary. I took it out for something else, and then the same tournament, it came up all of the games, like all of them. So like, just go back. We need those. We need her. We need her. And with Dragon, that's the only tier element target for the fusions. You don't need anything else. I was playing the really big tier element name. It didn't came out too much to me. Actually, I just put it in the side a lot of times and never used it, so just take it out and put something else. And anyways, I just used the fusion part of the tier elements just to do an extra extender. And this is really good because you also can call an attribute that you don't want to be hit with Emperor and Vader and just protect it. Like, I don't know, sequence to make this so they don't implement. So you make this first, and you have it. Make this and make this, and they cannot target this, so they cannot implement.
Really good.
And here, one thing here, so one Galatea, you don't need anything more. Like they always play 2-1-2, but actually in spacing the extra is so tight. And since you can still you manage the resources you have in Orcust that you don't need anything else. Because you have 2 of each, and you have the 1. And by combo, you shuffle the 1 back, so you never need more than this. it's really like I can't even think of a game that I literally wanted more of this. Like you make an attack, you never remember anymore, and then Gears always comes back, so you don't need anything else. And some for extra stuff. Chaos Angel is really versatile. Obviously, when you put in the Fiendsmith, Lacrima and Graver are 4 and 6 and lights, so you can make that. I also have made them with this and one of these, so it's light and dark. And I also have made them using this and this. There's a 3 and a 7. I've made them 2 times this day.
Oh my.
Just make this, special develop them, make Chaos Angel, then Orcust combo. It's really good.
How many times have you summoned the Chaos Angel with the double immunity effect and just won the game because of it?
Every game? I can't even think I didn't win with making this with Light and Dark. Like I can't even, like, for how the deck is made, it's really difficult to make it like Light and Dark because I don't play Necroquake Princess. But okay. I always make it with Lacrima and the Fiendsmith, but anytime it's like if this comes out, I usually win the game. And it's Light and Dark, it's basically like it's game over. And as a score for OTKs, even like doesn't really need to how much of those I have. So many cards that can attack. Then IP and SP. And actually, I played Diamond Unicorn for 2 reasons. For getting more attacks to my access code, and to play around a lot of the meta right now, specifically Malice. That happened to me. I play a Malice game. I played IP Masquerada. I make another monster. I activate Masquerada. My opponent was thinking, that's gonna be SP. Then I played Unicorn, shuffle back the Malice name, but back to the deck. And also because sometimes people have grindy decks and you want something else outside from SP, like it's like 6 once per turn, I could play a second one if it wasn't second once per turn. So this like it's also really good because you have to discard also the Orcust cards in your hand, so you can do interruption and unbrick you at the same time. And that was the extra. My side deck is like the extension of my extra deck because I have so many, I don't have space enough. Typhon and Abyss Dweller. This is for going second, and this is going first if I face a graveyard deck, like Fire King today. I made this like a Fire King today. I just do Lightsworn stuff, make Minerva, summon the 2 bodies, make Abyss Dweller. And then took an extra body, do Fiendsmith combo, and after that, since I mailed an Orcust card, Orcust combo as well. So full combo plus Abyss Dweller. And Typhon, bro, this is a super good card. I'm really happy to see this. Because going second is rough in Yu-Gi-Oh! This helps so much.
And it's pretty cool because even under the Orcust lock, since this is a dark attribute monster, you can just make this at the end board of your combo.
Exactly.
Like, and it's so easy to like play through everything in this deck that yeah, I can see why that's in the side.
Yeah, and because it's like the engine is so layered because you start with the obviously offenders like the Lightsworn and tier 11s. Everyone's gonna use all the hand traps against them, and then you start using tier 11s. Then go ahead with all the engines. Fiendsmith, okay, they're gonna stop Fiendsmith. I'm gonna stop that. The child have to stop that. And then they hand loops themselves, and then I do full Orcust combo. And it's playing 2019. And I know this like doesn't seem fair, but we need to play something. I'm gonna play Gaga Cowboy.
The 2500 attack boost just comes up.
This deck. Okay, this is not the main point that it's taken so much long time, but because it has so many cards and triggers and interactions you can do, the games really get really long. I played a second game of 35 minutes today. 35!
What was the matchup?
What was it? It was... I don't remember. That's the third one. I guess, no, wait. Yeah, it was the Ryzel one.
It was the Ryzel match?
It was the Ryzel, yeah.
Oh my god.
I think it was the Ryzel one.
Okay.
Anyway, we do this, Cowboy, burn 800, then doing everything they
you did have a match versus the Fiendsmith control deck.
Yeah, the Fiendsmith with the Musketeers, yeah.
Yeah, you did have a game against that with this.
I did this, but actually it was like for making it easier for me later because I didn't have enough cards in my hand to play around because I opened a lot of bricks. Literally just the droplet saving for that game. If I didn't open that droplet, I was losing that game because my opponent make a Chaos Angel with light and dark on the top of it. So
it's a really good card.
That droplet really saves me. And here, playing this, another plan B. Like this is usually used in Senpai, but I don't believe so. You can use this in like any side deck. If people play simple bullets to your deck, like every time nice they use Shifter, they use the more Charmies, and now since Malice is around, people start playing Lancia as well. Then they shotgun one of those, then just go main phase, play this, skip your turn, let's go back to me. You have do yourself for one, and I can go like my first turn, but without a battle phase. The same concept.
In before it gets banned. We're recording this before the YCS is over. Just letting you know that.
And by the way, I won a game today when the opponent with the Chimera deck make Lancia, draw, Baylor, and I still managed to put up a Desiree and a Dingir on the field. That's how crazy the deck is.
Shoutouts to Derek.
Okay. Cosmic Cyclone is always good, specifically against Runic and the Fire King because they just blow the full board, and Runic like they don't have the skill spell anymore, so they don't have to convert the spells into hand traps. D-Barrier and Ultimate Slayer for Ryzel, and also like against Senpai because if they don't make a synchro, they don't TK you.
All right, so. As I mentioned beforehand, you have topped multiple events with this deck, multiple locals. The first thing I want to ask, like, how many iterations did you went through to make, like, the deck choice that you made? Because we're talking about, like, 5 different archetypes in here.
Yeah, because actually the very last thing that was added to this deck was actually the Fenrir's. I was actually playing some extra other cards I don't really remember right now. I think I was playing Card Destruction, Call By, and something else. I don't remember what's the other third card. I just take those out and put Fenris here because I was actually seeing like, wait, this is actually a board breaker that can actually start me the game because it can search me a tier element name with a random someone I can do the Fiendsmith combo, and if they stop that, then just banish the Fenrir and summon the cash. Summon this. So you mill 3 cards. And if they destroy it, then you mill 2 more. So it wasn't really bad. It was pretty good. And how I say, I just faced Ryzel, and all the games I just open the Fenrir and he has to waste 3 interactions on it. 3. Have to use a detonator, an imper, and if they have the imper, then you have to use the field spell card to negate it because they didn't want you to search this. Just for that. And in one of those games, they just deal with it, and I went summon another one. Bro, he was really salty with that.
What has been your toughest matchup with this deck throughout the entirety of Rage of the Abyss? Because to my understanding, you started playing this deck right after Rage of the Abyss was legal.
Yes. Actually, the hardest matchup is like Fire King, actually.
Okay.
Because, of course, it's like really good against negations, but if they take out the bodies, you don't gonna link anymore. Like, you need the bodies on field. So the Fire King stuff, if they just keep blowing out the bodies, then it's really hard.
I guess one last question to sign it off. Again, we're recording this when YCS Anaheim is still happening. So you guys will be seeing this profile probably on Monday, right after everything has concluded. I guess 2 questions will be, the first one is, are you going to keep playing this for the next format?
Alright. It's been to my attention that supposedly it's a balance coming over. And I have really, really high hopes that it's like the Master Duel balance that releases Mermaid. Because if they release Mermaid, that means that we also don't have the two monsters becomes Fiendsmith combo. That means that also when they stop that, two monsters become full Orcust combo. So we can take out this, just take it out for a Phoenix or something, Link to Nightmare, and the fusion. We don't care about that anymore. We don't care. We have Nightmare Mermaid. If Konami is good enough to give me those cards, I'll really consider to play that, because I was actually I'm gonna play Malice because he got me into Malice. But if they give those cards to me, I would really consider to play Orcust, because I really like this deck. I was playing that deck. Actually, I play all the toss format decks, but Orcust was always my favorite deck. Just really like how he played.
I guess the last question I will ask is like, is this the weirdest thing you have ever constructed when it comes to deck construction throughout the like Yu-Gi-Oh history?
No, but it was the first one that actually really dare to take it to the event and actually go ahead and try to win with it. So if you're going to because I tried something before that, of course I tried some any once in a while, but was actually put on so much stuff because I really liked it. I really wanted it to win. It was really the first time. I really, really love the Orcust cards. This was the reason I actually wanted to play this deck. The Orcust. I just love these monsters. I just love this archetype.
Hey, we're getting more support eventually.
And that's when I'm gonna drop the Malice and play Orcust.
Okay, thank you for the profile, Armando. As always, you're a great sport at locals. Yeah, and to everybody watching this video, keep practicing and keep dueling.